Alright. Hello everybody. Looks like we've got some people that are still getting on, which is okay. It is right at 1, so I want to go and get started. So, what I wanted to build today, and I was holding off on this. This was one of those things that's like, I really want to make this, and I wanted to make this last night, but I wanted to make sure that I was able to share it and share like what FunWhole has, because they've got the way their packaging is set up, it's really good. And there's another set that I did there we go. It was called Deer Crossing, and I've already put together Deer Crossing, but honestly this would be one that I would love to take apart and rebuild and probably do a live stream on it. I do have this listed on my link tree. I've got it there in the shop, so you can pull up my link tree. It's just TayRayGun, and you should be able to pull this or the Stagecoach up that we're going to be building today. And this is the Stagecoach. I love it. So somehow, like, I started looking at some other like Lego stuff recently on Amazon, and happened to be that I found Mold King, which does a bunch of boats and stuff and like harbors, which I could always like take those down and rebuild those, because those are beautifully rendered instruction sheets and booklets and stuff. But then I decided to take a gamble on the what's called FunWhole. Now I think it's called Bricks. They changed the name, but it's kind of a new upcoming. It's not that new. It's been around for a while, but the packaging and everything, their minifigs are a little bit different. But one of their big testaments is that they've got light kits for a lot of their builds. And I dig it. Even the Stagecoach has a light inside where it might even be the lanterns, or just the Stagecoach inside lights up. So that's what I'm wanting to build today, and I'm wanting you to, I guess, like, build with me, because I think it would be, I think it'd be a lot of fun. So that's what we're doing today. Let's see. Do I have any? I don't think I have anybody on the chat yet, so I'm gonna go ahead though, and I think I'm gonna start trying to think of what the best way for me to here. Let's get it down here. Let's fade over. Let's take a look, okay? All right, so we've got, this is the box. Now I am filming upside down, so when I start building I'll probably have to change it a little bit, but this is our box, and we've got that fun Stagecoach on top. We've got some legalese here on the bottom, more warnings. Hey, small parts, don't stick it in your mouth. What's included kind of tells you what's there. We get this FunWhole here, and it's delight day and night. And then on the back, it's like more legalese. Now, it's something to keep in mind. These sets are supposed to be 16 and up, so they're like older sets. They're not meant for like just little kids. So let's open it up. Let's take a look. Okay. Now, what I enjoy about this is the presentation of everything. So you've got your book. You've got your light kits here. You've got your light kits. You've got some of your small pieces. It's like horses and minifigs. We got a package with reins in it. Let's see what else. Oh, we got some of our Stagecoach. So the rest of this is all like building supplies for us. Oh, check out those wagon wheels. Those are huge. Those are nice, and they'll actually be bigger than the minifigs. So that's interesting. And of course we got some more parts, some various sundries and things that probably go on top, and then you've got some more building bricks, and they're all here. There we go. We'll get rid of that box. I don't think we need it just yet. With these, they're labeled, so you've got, like 3. Let's see. This is 2. put these over here. 2, 1, 3, F for the figures, and then these are our ropes and stuff. And package full of the ropes. So we've got all that squared away, and then of course you've got your light kits. One's a battery. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get batteries, but you know what? I might pull the batteries out of this other one over here and stick it in there just so we can see it. The way the kits are. So this was from the deer crossing, right? And it has these tail lights and forward lights, and they build the wires into, like when you do the bricklaying, you kind of build the wires into it, and then you can turn it on and off. But you also have some that are USB powered, so if you had like a play set that you wanted around for a while, you could do your play set and it would, stay as a play set for as long as you want. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to open this up right here, and they've got the About FunWhole. Now you've got this right here. This is a service card. I love that they do this. Put that over there. I'll go ahead and tell you, this office is a mess. One of the big reasons why, I kind of held off on getting some of my YouTube stuff up recently is because it's a mess in here. Still is, but I've got some of it cleaned up over the summer, so I can start, doing a few things here and there. Okay, so if you have replacement parts, things like that, you can actually scan this. It takes you to the actual site and gets you customer service, things like that. So these, I love that they do this. You know how hard it is sometimes when you find a off-brand Lego company or building brick company and you have no idea how to contact them because, hey, I'm missing some parts. Hopefully we don't have that today. Okay. Alright, so we've got, of course, our Stagecoach here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Stagecoach. And you got your inspiration. Let me read the inspiration to you. It says, in the Old West, messages traveled by horse, and of course, by their trusted driver, the coachman. Amidst the dust and adventure, the Western Stagecoach carried not just letters, but the yearning of a lover, a teaser for a gunfight, or even a treasure beyond measure. Oh, nice. It's cute rhyming there. In the unpredictable realm of the Old West, anything could happen, and the Stagecoach made sure these legendary tales could come to life. Now it's finally riding into town. And then they've got like some pictures here of like the Stagecoach coming to town and stuff. I dig this. Every single book so far has a story to it, including the deer crossing. It had a story as well, which was a lot of fun. Okay, so you've got what's included. They talk about the safety precautions. These wires, just got to make sure that you're really, really handling them well. LED light kits. We'll get into that when we get into the build. We'll start with that, and then we'll start looking at F. So let's do this. Let's take F right here. Let's take this one. Let's open it up and let's put together some horses and a guy. What do you say about that? Horses and a guy. Okay, so it looks like my guy pieces. Yeah, so look, you've got, this is like the hip, and then the legs are on this kind of a hinge, but they're like a ball. So they snap down like that, and then you got articulation. It's pretty ingenious. Different way of building the minifigs, for sure. You got printing on both sides. I'll go ahead and tell you. Look, right there is a minifig. I'm already happy. Got vests printed on both sides. And the arms. So, here we go. The arms, there is a left and a right, just like with Lego. So you got to make sure you get the right one. And these are thin arms. So, they do give you extra hands and extra arms to work with. Okay, so I'm super excited about that. The fact that they know, hey, our product, we got some small pieces that could easily go missing, right? So let's go ahead and add some extras there. Alright, oh man, I thought for a second I was missing a head, but no, the head is stuck in the horse. Alright, so we'll put him on. Looks a little bit like Chris Pratt. It's like Chris Pratt from, what is it, The Magnificent Seven? That's gonna be my this is my Chris Pratt go-to figure now. Oh, I like that hat. That's a good hat too. Reminds me a lot of the, so I've been getting, here, I'll pull it up here. So I've been getting some minifigs at a local shop here called Mill Blocks. It's a military box, but millblocks.com, right? Put up there for you, Mill Blocks. And they have, let's see, they have different like Wild West characters. There's a Confederate soldier, there's a Union Army member, there's Jim Bowie, that's the Texas one, Doc Holliday, and then I've also got Wyatt Earp. No, Wyatt Earp did not come in a package, I bought him loose. But I will say, so far, I think it's a Jim Bowie. I'm from Texas, he's from Texas. Yeah, those hats they're really close. They are different sculpts, but they are really close. Really close. I have a feeling I'm going to end up using some of these minifigs with the Stagecoach build, and I'd like to do some more of the build, like the Western stuff as well. Okay, so we got our minifig together, and then we got some extras here. Don't want to lose those. So I'm going to grab a little container here and put these pieces in there. And these are for your wires, so we want to keep kind of those off to the side. Okay. Horses. Let's see. Are we on the next page for horses here? Yeah. Alright. So our horses go, you've got this. That looks like you put on this leg here. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. You put on the head, and then you put on this part of the body. Well, is it going to click in? I have a feeling it should. Let's see. It's kind of a hexagon. Oh, I see. I just got to line it up. Okay. So that lines up just like that. Press it in. It's nice and tight. Okay. There is articulation in the head. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, man. Already, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and state this. Already, it's a win for me against Lego because, look, my horse can gallop up and sit down. It's got pegs in the legs, and I can put my guy on there. I mean, it's almost like it's in a way it almost be like hi ho silver. I'm already liking this particular brand more and more every time I go to build something, and I loved the deer crossing. This one is really good so far. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll do the next one. Okay. This time we got a white horse. I think the white horse would have been silver, right? It's been so long since I've seen Lone Ranger, so the white horse I believe was silver. And then was it Tonto was the guy, the native that rode with him. I can't remember the name of his horse, but there's your two horses and your Chris Pratt from Magnificent Seven. Looking pretty good so far, right? Okay. So we're going to take these, we're going to pull them off to the side and make sure I don't lose those. Now we are going to be opening up this set. We got our F, and then we need all of one. Now we got 2 bags of one, so let's go ahead and let's start making room for everything. Figuring this out. Let's make sure I don't have any extras in there. There's that. Alright, let's see. Get that as well. Not too bad. Let's see. I know if I pull from the top, it's supposed to have like a resealable. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's a couple in there. Okay. So it looks like we've got 2 of these little LED pieces, and it looks like maybe a touchpad, and then another touchpad with another LED, and then that's got our USB on it. I have a feeling we're going to go with the oh, I'm glad I checked. Look, there's another brick right there. Nothing else. So on these packages like this, you always want to make sure that you got every last little thing out of there. I have a feeling we'll probably, for us, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna go ahead and open up to, yeah. We'll be going with this set, which this is the battery compartment and the screwdriver. So, anything else in there? Nope. Nice and empty. So, oh, looky there. Not nice and empty. We got a connector if we need it as well. So a little connector. We'll put those over there. And then that's done. And then we got safety precautions. This little sheet here that shows you how to replace your batteries, things like that. So we'll put that over there. Now, we're going to be starting on this right here. So let's see. We've got this bottom portion of the Stagecoach. And oftentimes I'll look at this, I'm like, I don't know if I can, I get kind of confused, but I oftentimes have to remind myself to trust the process whenever I'm building. Just trust it. We got this one with the holes, and then we've got a reefer, and it should end up like this. Okay, so we've got, that's pretty decent. Got one of these. I had to put on my glasses today so I could see what was going on. When you get things like the brown and the black here on the page, it's hard to distinguish the two. So we'll go ahead and we'll take this, we can clip it like that. Let's see, we've got should be the same color as these. Here's one of these, and then 2 of these. Set it up like that. Okay. So we'll put, this has one down here at the end, one off this direction, one off that direction. Okay. Pretty self-explanatory so far. Got one of these and a blue. Okay. So put that down here. Goes up top. Who likes that? I love that snap sound that you get. Let's see. Yeah, it's a good sound. Maybe down the road I'll mic the table so you can. But then all the that part I don't think you'd want to hear. We got one of these, and it looks like we got 2 of the 2x6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2x6, 2x6. Got 2 of those, and then 1 of these. Looks like we've got 1, 2, and 3. let's see what else we got. Got one of the, well, nope, not that one. This one. So there are those distinctions. So where you got, you know, one that's got a 4 up, one that's got a 2 up. You want to make sure you grab the right one. I have been guilty of hitting those, like putting the 2 ups on and then going back and going, oh, wait a second, this doesn't work quite like I wanted it to, or how I thought it was going to work. And then I end up having to take a good portion of it apart, redoing it. But of course. Alright, moving on. Let's see, do I have any comments? Nah, nothing. Okay. I don't have to worry about that right now. Okay, let's see. We've got one of these, and I should have, hopefully not. Hopefully that wouldn't be the case. There it is. It was right in front of me the whole time. Okay. So this will clip here. So clip here. Oh, I see. I did something wrong. This right here. This goes back. You know what? Where's my? When I did the deer crossing, they gave me this brick separator. This one is a really, really good brick separator. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. There we go. Alright, so if I go back in my head, instruction-wise, it went there. This goes here, and this goes right up there. So far that's what we're working with. That's our Stagecoach. And I have a feeling the front wheels probably snap to this. No, we're not quite there just yet. We got 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're these fun little things here. So we got 4 of those, and we're gonna flip this over. And it looks like these go about. I see. They line up. They line up on that. They line up on that groove right there. So that should go on this front and line up at the front there. Yeah, that's looking more like it. Okay. Let me see. Welcome. Punch that in real quick. Okay, so it looks like I've got. I need 2 of these. Okay, and then these are going to go right across where our last pieces were. 1 and 2. Okay. And it looks like 4 more of those curvy slanty thingies. This might not take quite as long as I thought. I might have to do like a toy opening or something. Something kind of extra here. So these are going to end up going, I think, off to the side. I like this idea because it looks like it almost like curves at the bottom, like it curves in, and the Stagecoach would be on top. So this must be the chassis. Let's see, can you hear it? Yeah. Good sound. Alright, we'll flip that back around that way, and number 11. Okay, so this is a 6x10. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 by 1x6. Let's see. Yep. And then a 2x2. So it looks like the 2x2 goes up here. Snaps into place there. And I'm gonna move ahead because it goes 4 back in the center right there, so kind of like that. That's a little odd, but I mean they. Oh yeah, no, they count it out. They do count it out, and then we've got 2 of these black curvy curves here. These, and these will go 1 and 2. I wonder if that's where the rider sits, maybe, or maybe that's on the back. Not quite sure. I know I got 2 different parts of the build right now, so that's where we're at. So we got 2 different types, or 2 different parts. Okay, it's 13. So 13, we got 2 of these 8s. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A gold, ooh, nice gold bar. And it looks like a coin. Oh, I love it. Now, these don't have stickers. They're actually printed, which is nice because the Mold King stuff that I got, I love the Mold King stuff, and I love, their sticker sheets that they have. But for the most part, they don't have any printed parts. I love that this company has printed parts, and we'll put the coin right there. All right, now before I get, I think I'm gonna make a habit where, I always stop at, say, stage or 13. Kind of a superstitious person as it is. So for me, 13, I'm like, oh hey, Saturday. Friday the 13th has always been a lucky day for me. Saturday the 14th has always been kind of like I get the aftermath of Friday the 13th. So for me, it's like, I love Friday the 13th. Not so good on Saturday the 14th. So I'll make a habit on 13. I'll stop, address, and see, kind of check chat. I got nothing in chat right now. Okay, so that's okay. That's okay. A little bit about myself. I'm a dad. I got a 10-year-old kid. I love him. He's actually wanting to do some Twitch and YouTube stuff as well. He's a gamer. He's really good when it comes to Fortnite. Like he's like one of those kids that does like the and he's got all the crazy builds and stuff. I can't do that. For me, like I play Fortnite. If you ever want to find me on Fortnite, I don't really just friend anyone, but I guess send me a message or whatever. But it is TayRayGun, so I am TayRayGun. So you could find I'm on LinkedIn. TayRayGun. It's got a lot of my links there. YouTube as well. I'm kind of getting back into the YouTube game. A lot of these will probably start porting over there. But I want to be able to start doing a live stream at least once a week and kind of focus on the Lego build or some toy openings. Like I might have days where I have like mail calls. So I'm doing that. Now keep in mind, I'm a teacher. So during the week I work. If I do nights, it'll probably be like just a couple hours. But I want to make a habit. Start getting into this kind of bring you all content because I love building Legos, and I love opening toys. I love talking about toys. And I was on a podcast talking toys with Taylor and Jeff, so, that's kind of my shtick. But right now, I'm digging these Legos. And the fact that Millblocks, again, millblocks.com, where is that? Let me grab I get these little containers like this so I can separate, because I'll buy, bricks from Dollar Tree and extra bricks, and I will separate them to use as landscape sort of stuff. But look, millblocks.com, again, you gotta go check these guys out. They do sell online. If you're in Denton, Texas, or you're around the area and you want to go to the Golden Triangle Mall, they're there across from oh my goodness, Barnes and Noble, the book place. They do have Legos though. Anyways, they have military owned, and they're veteran owned and operated. So it's like guys that love military, and since Lego won't do military, these guys are kind of filling in that void. I dig it. There's some kind of cell operators and stuff that like some Ghost Recon looking infantry that I'm wanting to pick up. We're just kind of waiting for like another payday, really. But I had to pick these up because I mean, come on, this is all old Confederate Wild West hero stuff. And since I'm putting together Stagecoach and I want to get Mining Town down the road, which is another FunWhole one, and I believe I might have that one listed in the LinkedIn Amazon shop. So if you go to my LinkedIn, TayRayGun, and go down the bottom, check the affiliate at the bottom, because I believe I've got the Stagecoach, I've got the Deer Crossing, I've got some ships from Mold King, and I think I put the Mining Town down. If not, I will get the Mining Town down as soon as I can. But I've got some of those I'm really wanting to get and put together. So, with that being said, and we're kind of here. I'm gonna fix this back up. Let's go back over to our build, shall we? Okay, so back over on our build, let's look at, we're on 14 now. And since I have such an unlucky fascination with the number 14, even though apparently astrology-wise that's my number, even though I shouldn't as a Christian be believing that stuff. But I am superstitious, I'm sorry about that. I will say that 14 is usually unlucky. So let's make it not so unlucky right now. So I've got, this is a 2x6. Yeah, 2x6. And then I've got the, that rounded right here. 6 to 4 round. Okay, and this one looks like it goes here. That's nice. And right there. Looking good. Okay. I was going to say, it looks like it's pulling a little bit, but it's not, that's not too bad. So I think this is the floor, because if I remember correctly, this is like the floor piece and covers, like you could have treasure underneath. Hey, you know, the gold is buried in the bottom of the Stagecoach. Alright, so we're going to have 2 of these right here. So 2 1x4s, right? Okay. So we got the 2 1x4s. Oh, I don't want that one. That is going to be for, I think at the top, that has to do with our electric piece. So we'll put that down right there. Put it down, Taylor. Put it down. You don't need it. And then I'm going to put these, okay, so it looks like they line up right here up at the top with the, nope, yeah, just one over. So, perfect. Perfect, just like that. Okay, now we're getting into some of our pieces from F. So we've got these. Now these little pieces here, and I don't know if you can see it, but they got like a little notch on it, and notches in it. So that's for the wires. So we've got this one that's notched. We got a pink one, and we got 1, 2, 3 of these bad boys here. All right. Travis. Oh my God, it's Taylor. Hi, friend. How you doing, my man? My Ghostbuster buddy Travis is shouting me out right here. So I figured I got to give him a shout out. So on top of a lot of the stuff that I do, I also do cosplay stuff, and I am a part of a group, the North Texas Ghostbusters. You can find us on Facebook. I believe there's a Twitch channel here. I follow it, but I haven't seen anything post yet, so I'm kind of waiting to find out. I know that I think they were wanting to do like a, what is it, a Proton Pack build on there? Oh God, that'd be beautiful. Speaking of which, I had to cancel my Proton Pack because I got done. I was like, I have no idea where to put this Hasbro Proton Pack. And then I found out that they dropped quite a bit of features from the HasLab one. So I ended up instead getting the G.I. Joe All Striker. A little bit cheaper. By $225, which I guess opens the door because then I could get mainframe, wetsuit. Yeah, not that I need them, but you know, I want them. I want it. All right, so here we go. We're gonna clip these in, and I think these are all going the right spot. It's weird because I'm looking. Oh, the wires go that way. And then on, and on. When we get to the wire section, that's usually the part that stresses me out. Because they're a little odd. It's cool. And when you incorporate it in there, it's really cool. But it took me a little bit. Okay, then we got some of our flats. We got curves and beiges here. So we're going to clip that in. Clip that in, and we're gonna kind of, there we go, that's looking nice. And I kind of wonder if this might be like rounded out from the seating area, or maybe that's where the seating area for the driver is. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna put that over here. We got a 4x6 and then this guy right here. So let's see, I'm going to put 4x6 here, and then you're right, that is the floorboard because there's that part there. So that, I guess I step in here, go up there, and then you've got your hidden treasure underneath. Treasure. And treasure being not a HasLab Proton Pack. I was gonna, let's see, trying to beat the heat. Yeah, man, Texas is rough right now. So I'm in North Texas. Travis is down in Houston area, and I used to stomp in the Houston area. So, and not like Humble or Peach or the Woodlands. Just like, oh, we're in Houston. No, I mean like Houston, like over by the Galleria off of what is it, the toll road, Sam Houston, that area, kind of going down. I can't remember the streets now, but. Like that area, I used to, it was my old stomping grounds. And I remember growing up in Lufkin and then being there and knowing how humid it was, and then kind of going on like, hey, I've learned to take an extra shirt, a towel with me because I want to go somewhere and dry off, and then change my shirt and then get out of the car and go. Up here, it's not quite so bad. It's a little more arid. It's North Texas, so it's kind of closer to Oklahoma. But here lately, it's been kind of changing. It's humid, and it's super humid here, and it's become even more humid in Houston. Am I right on that one? It's 105 in Houston. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I was gonna see if you if you want to mod a HasLab pack. Now that one I would love to. However, I have not touched a HasLab pack. For me, I've modded Nerf, I've modded Spirit, and actually my pack that I have, it's a smaller pack, but it's 1984. Like, I mean, it's pretty close, except that it's smaller. But that one, I had to print off parts from Taco Belly, cut, and then like paste in Bondo glue. I think I did like some plastic weld on it. That one took a while. So the HasLab ones, I don't know quite as much about them, but you know what? I bet that's something I could always do something with Eric, Brother Parker, and I, and maybe Brother Billy, and we'll get on and we'll see. Maybe we can do a cross-channel platform between TayRayGun and the North Texas Ghostbusters, see what we come up with. I don't. You asked if I got your group patch. No, I did not. But you know what? I'll reach out to Chris. We'll get that set. Did you not have your patch anymore? Because we can get that set up for you. So either next time you're down or get it mailed to you, one of the two. So we got you covered. Yeah, just let Chris know. He's our man. All right, so I'm gonna move over to 19 real quick. So I got a 2x6, I've got, let's see, that's the 4-up, and then I've got that little one right here. We're kind of, that's cool. It's weird to see that we're running out of parts for bag 1, which tells me this might not be such a bad build. So we'll put, this goes across. We got one up here. We got one right here. Okay. Pretty easy. Pretty basic. Okay. Now we're going to start looking at, I'm sure, interior. So this is where, so this piece actually is brown. And it's so close to black. And one of the things that I have is instruction sheets. It's hard to tell. But they make a point on black to outline it white, and on the browns to outline it black, so you can tell the difference between the two. And it's even easier to tell the difference if you have your glasses on, like me right now, because I'm getting old. Don't ever get old. Or at least my students would tell me I'm old. I don't know, I'm getting there, man. Alright, so we've got couple of these that pop in there, and then on here it looks like we got 1, 2, and then this one goes right here on the end, right? Yeah. And then this pops in there. I'm not sure what we're doing with that just yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Oh, I see. Okay, so this I think goes up with the driver section. So this is gonna click right. Oh, hold on. I gotta get that sound ready. Ah, don't cheat me of that sound. Oh, it's totally gonna cheat me. Let's see. Ah, I love that clicking sound. Okay. So when we get this on, it looks like they're gonna have us build another one for probably the back end. So these must be the seats. So we'll grab 1. We get 2 again. 2 of these. We don't have that little brown piece, but we do have this one. Put those over there. I'm kind of wondering about this blue block over here. Let's see if I can pull it. Let's see it. I have no idea what that's for, but we'll find out soon. Okay, so again, for this one, you got the pink that goes underneath. Pop. Pop. And then you've got 1, 2, and that goes in there. Ah, speaking of that blue block, would you imagine, right? Got the blue block here, got these 2 yellows right there. 1 yellow, 2 yellows. So we'll put them in, and it looks like this is gonna fit right in here. I'm kind of wondering, I know that there's a, there is a, let's see. I know that there is an Amazon online seller, and I'll look for it and probably put it in the store for LinkedIn. And that maybe that's one that I should build as well. But I know that there's a, I want to say it's like a Ghostbuster car. It's not the official Lego one, but it's like an off-brand. And honestly, I'm thinking that would be kind of a cool build to do, and then kind of get to give like my Ghostbuster group a little bit more shout out, because they deserve the love. They have taken me in. They have dealt with my craziness, and I've got a lot of really good brothers and sisters from the group that I absolutely love, including my friend Travis here that's on chatting with me right now. So I mean, it's been a good group. So I mean, I'd kind of like to, if I could, I wouldn't mind getting that car, doing a build, and getting them the shout out they need, because they deserve it. It's a good group. And we've got a bunch of stuff coming up here, coming up soon. So for that one, if you're on Facebook, I believe North Texas Ghostbusters. On Instagram, I believe it's the North Texas Ghostbusters. And I think you have to put the on there so it shows up. Okay. So we're going to go back to our build here. Let's see. Oh, Ghostbusters Brotherhood patch. Oh, I'd love it. I'd love it. Well, I call like our group because it's North Texas Ghostbusters, but to me that's like our brotherhood. That's our group. You know, that's our shtick. It's how we hang out. Apparently, our patch is also up at the firehouse in New York. So one day when I go to New York, it might be a while, but one day I really want to go and check that out. I'd love to see that patch. Oh yeah, man! Already got a scammer on there. Conclusive, sir. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, nah, just ignore them. Yeah, I'll figure out a way to remove them here in a minute. Reply pin. First time chat. Of course you are. Hey, thank you, Trash, for calling them out as a scammer, because they are scambalicious. Alright, so going back to this, we've got this piece here that comes up. Boom. And this folds up like that. Alright, that sits here. I wonder if these are the chairs. These might be the chairs where the people sit. Unfortunately, I did not get a satisfactory snap on that part right there. It's a bit upsetting. But, truth be told, we're right here with our... Yeah, this is where these two fit together. So this might be a bit of a trial and error. Does it go? Let's see. That's supposed to line up with that. Goes in the back. Click it down. Click, click, click. What? It's almost like a boat in a way. Okay. So that part 28 is done. Now here is the lights. Okie dokie. So the lights parts are, we've got this one. I need to unravel that. I love the lights on these. I think that's ooh, an alien space marine. Woo, buddy. Hey, are you doing that for Fan Expo? So Travis is saying he's going to be doing the Alien Space Marine cosplay next year. We usually do Fan Expo Dallas. It's kind of a big one. That's usually the big event I do every year. I was going to do Rebel Scum, and I just couldn't afford the tickets. But we've got like little ones. So I've got like, there's a Greenville Comic Con, Denton Comic Con. There's all sorts of little ones, and then Denton we've got 31 days of Halloween. So there's like a ton of stuff there that we do. But Fan Expo is usually our big one, and it's got some pretty righteous cosplays in it. This last year, I did Zuckus as a Ghostbuster, so that was a lot of fun. And then I did my regular Ghostbuster, and then I did a Tusken Raider, because I was trying to get my Tusken Raider approved by the 501st, the local 501st here, and that's a good group as well. I got real close. I'll have to bring my Tusken helmet down one day. It's like up over there. It's pretty cool. So Fan Expo. So I will have to make sure. There was a part of me, because I was bummed about the parking. Every year I despise the parking, but I will have to make sure that every year, especially if you're going to be there, my friend, that I show up and I try to bring a brand new cosplay every time. I'm almost done with my Mandalorian Ghostbuster crossover. I think I posted on Reddit I had like a tunic that was all done. That thing is pretty fire if I had to say so myself. Okay, so we've got this. So this wire piece here, this is going to be quite interesting because I have to, and I'm not sure how much I need out, but looks like we run it to the block. Looks like I need enough to, oh, it might, okay. No. I can always lift up the block if I need to, so I might look into it like that. All right, we're gonna take one of these. We're gonna snap that cord down right there. Okay, cord snaps, and so far nothing broke. That's for me. Well, here, let me. For me, because these, I don't know if you can see it, those wires, they're small, they're dainty. And so for me, I'm always more afraid of breaking those wires off and having just a disaster happen because of them, or find out that it breaks and then not know, how to fix it or what to do with it. And I guess I could always call customer service. Apparently they have really good customer service. So, but that's something to think about. And that might be why this is ranged up as like 16 and up. Alright, so. Oh, you gonna bring us some friends? Oh, yeah. So you were telling me about your twin sister and your older sister. So they're gonna be there? That's cool. Are they going to do cosplay, or are they going to be like your handler? Because I was Space Marine, the alien Space Marines, man, you might need someone to be walking you around. I've seen some of those guys with those huge suits on, and they are something else. Okay, so far it looks like this part is done. So we get to here on 30, and then we're going to cross, and it looks like we're building this part right here now. So we've moved up range into bag number 2. We got 3, we got 2 2s here. Okay, so how about this? I'm going to make some room here. All of my light kit stuff I'm going to put over here, so I don't lose it. And the same with that. I don't want to lose that part either. I can get rid of that. Keep that here, and then let's open up our bags. I don't know quite how to tell you, but I love the sound of packages opening, except when I'm in a movie theater and I'm trying to be as quiet as I can be, and it's like super, super loud. That part drives me crazy. Alright. Oh, Houston? Yes, I'd love to do a con in Houston. And actually, we still have people that live there, so it'd be worthwhile for us at least 1 year to do that. Or I know Galveston also has like a Star Con. We usually go to like this last year we went to Corpus Christi, but normally we go to like Surfside, Crystal Beach area. I have some family that are in the Crystal Beach area, and I have family that was from Corpus. That my family on my dad's side, they're Greek, so they came in like I think the 20s, 30s, right kind of at the bulge of the war. They're kind of running, getting out, and coming to America and sitting at restaurants. So that's a lot of my family lineage, just the Greek side. And so, I'd love to go visit that family and, do either Houston Con. I'd love to check out that Star Con, because I hear it's not too big and it's not too small. It's kind of like in between. I just need to check and make sure they're still doing it. But that might be a cool one too, and then go swimming afterwards. Alright, so starting off with number 2, it looks like we got this big guy here. Okay, so we do have some different browns this time. A little bit. No, they're the same. We got one of these. Man, go ahead and say, again, look at that. Printed pieces. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Beautifully rendered printed pieces. Alright, we got one of these. We got one of these. It's like one of the dark ones here. And then one of those and a beige one right here. Okay. Oh, so they were wanting me to check right here because there's some of these. Yeah, so there's some that actually have printing on them. So it's saying, hey, make sure that you get the one that doesn't have printing, so that way you don't have to worry about covering up that beautiful print that we put on there. We got that. Click that on there. We got this one. Boom. Looks like that goes there, and this goes here. I'm hoping that's going to work out for the best. That would be cool. Yeah. Chris will, I mean, we're constantly, we love having people there. So for me, I think that he'd be probably totally okay with that. Alright, so this is going to be a bit weird. It looks like I'm turning this upside down and I'm clipping it right there. Interesting. That is such an interesting build, because look, we've got flats here and we've got flats here, and then that just clicks right into place. And it doesn't move. I mean, I guess if you wanted some articulation, you probably could get it, but that's pretty wild. I dig it. Okay, now, right here, I'm with this stuff right here. I'm not exactly sure. I guess I'm bringing this across. Looks like I'm bringing that across. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing with that. So it just says bring it across. I've got my Lego snapped to it. Oh, I see. Because we're about to cover that up. So they're like, hey, drag that wire across. Come on now. Let's do it. Do it while you can. So we got a new set. We got that guy. Again, the non-printed block piece. Right here. That one. Let's see here. We've got. So it looks like the same thing as the last time. Alright. If I can find the other. What color is that? That's the reddish brown, isn't it? Ah, right here. Right here. I don't know what it is about. Like, I absolutely. Oh! Yes, to go with the Wild West Lego and the future Lego set. So there's a part of me that's hoping Lego will put some of those sets back out. I don't think that they will, but man, these would also work well. Was that years ago when they did the Lone Ranger movie that bombed? Disney had licensed Lego to do a a whole run of Lone Ranger Legos, and those things were the absolute bomb. And this would actually fit really well with those, which, again, like, one of the reasons why I'm enjoying these sets is the fact that there's not a lot of competition, not a lot of people doing Wild West right now. So this is kind of where it's at. Okay, so we've got that up and over. We've got that blocked in here. And it's looking good so far. It's looking good. I think this might be where they keep like the letters, and that might be the back portion. Alright. So we need our printed. Now these actually have printed and printed. We get two different types. We need two of each. Two of each. Again, I love the printing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful printing. I think I bought a Lego set not too long ago, and I was grossly disappointed to find out that they had a sticker sheet on it. And I was like, what? Why are you putting a sticker sheet on my beautiful, outstanding, righteous Legos? We're not supposed to do that. And then these go on here. Now, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be out like that. I'm going to find out here in a minute. But I know that continues off that way, because that'll probably plug into the battery pack. That's what we got so far. Alright, well, let's move on. Let's trust the process here. Trust the process. So we've got these two. It looks like these go here, and one of those, and one of the, nope, not that one. Again, I keep pulling those, but I need a 4-up here. 4-up. Yeah, you know, surprisingly, so when Hasbro came out for, speaking of Ghostbusters, now that you mention it, they went all out for Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I remember they had like the kitty toys, they had the proton pack, they had the combination neutrona wand, they had put out a Lego set for the car, they had the Plasma Series car, the diecast car, they had a ton of stuff. And then when Frozen Empire came out, you know, which is, in my opinion, a little bit more kid-friendly, they were very hesitant. And I'm not sure why. We never got our Plasma Series figures, so, like, we never got, you know, Gary. They put them out in the Frozen Empire toys, they put out the kid toys. But, like, I wanted Gruberson for my Plasma Series, and they did not do that. I was highly disappointed. And the fact that they wouldn't take up, you know, Lego upon an offer to say, hey, you know, we could have, like, the Firehouse facade, or have, you know, what's his name's apartment, or Ray's occult books, you know, or, like, the bike, and like a lion statue and like a ghost at the library. That'd have been dope. I'd love to have had one of those. And it's still never too late. So, you know, I know you're not listening, Lego / Hasbro, big companies, but if you were going to listen, and you were going to take some advice from a lowly Lego builder right now, I would definitely say, hey, why don't you kind of offer a Lego set? It doesn't, and not make it a HasLab. That's the thing. But just offer a Lego set and see what happens with the market. I bet if you price it right, and again, I'm saying price it right because I'm looking at what's going on with, you know, I thought the Snowcat was one thing at $325, but to find out that the troop carrier for the clones is $400, and was it $450 or $475? I'm like, good Lord. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. It is beautiful. And I agree, Travis, I agree with you, man. Lego, you guys, you need to hire us as those PR people that talk to your fans, because they'll, you know, they tell us what they want and we can tell you. And Hasbro, definitely, you need to start listening to your fans. And I mean, I get that, you know, they have the surveys and stuff. I know one of our guys, he does like the surveys with them. It's cool. But my understanding from Viper Island, what they did, what they're pulling, and from what they had in the survey there at the survey place with the stuff that they do, is that it was, they wanted the Mauler or one of the tanks, and not what they got. So I did this wrong. If you look there, that looks nothing like this. So I need to take a couple steps back and turn these bad boys around. Whoops. I have some attention problems, some deficit problems that I work through. Unmedicated. I don't want to be medicated. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Turn that around. There we go. That looks more like it. Okay, so we've got two of these bad boys. It looks like two of these little ones. Some decorative post, I'm guessing. Alright, so this goes on top. There. Click. And click. And now these are going to click up here on the top. Boom. And boom. It almost like sits perfectly. Oh, here. This sounds nice. Here you go. Oh, I love that clicking sound. I don't know what it is about like building. Like, it could be such a serene thing that when I'm like doing Legos and I'm building, I'm just like super just chilled. I mean, as chilled as someone like me can be at a time. Alright, so these are the, oh look, so that's cool. That's the interior seat. I'm gonna pull that all the way up from the side there, I'm guessing. Or wait. It looks like it goes. The good thing about blocks, I'll go ahead and say it here, is that if I mess up, which I will, at least it's not glued. I can always take it apart. And there, you know, most of the time I don't necessarily take a lot of these builds apart, but sometimes when there are a few times that I really enjoyed the process of the build that I do. I'll take it apart and I'll rebuild it and make it nicer. And I dig it. I really do. I love this right here. This is nice. This kind of like seating area. Look at that. That's hot stuff. That's a hot take. Hot take. Alright, here we go. Now this, and it looks like wires to the inside, goes up on top. And then we've got these two baddies right here. 1 and 2. We're going to leave that as is. Now, you know, those might actually connect over to, the lanterns. I'm almost willing to put money on it. Alright, 47. Alright, so we got some windows. So we got this thing right here, and that goes to the outside. Got one window there. Okay. Dig it. That works with me. Okay, and then I was right. Look at that. I was right. It's those small details. You know, speaking of details, yeah, you're right. The ecto goggles and the belt gizmo. Oh. This year, when they were announcing the HasLab for Ghostbusters, and I was so sure, hey, they're gonna do the I think we thought that they were gonna do the goggles and like possibly like the was it gigantometer or the gigameter. We thought that's originally what they were gonna do, and then we found out no, it's the one, was it 1/12 scale ecto, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, I like it. I did not get one. I was looking, I was like, I have nowhere to put this. Kind of like I really wanted that G.I. Joe classified Rattler. It's one of my favorite planes. And I was looking, I'm like, I have no place to put this plane if I got it. Like, I have absolutely nowhere to put it. So I was like, I'm gonna shy away from trying to add that to my collection. And it works out because A, I couldn't afford it, and B, I really have no place to put it. And I mean, I'm getting the Awe Striker, and I'm still trying to figure out where it's going to go. I might have to do some purging one day. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay, so we're on 50 now, and so we've got that set up. I have a feeling we're going to do our lantern, another lantern. I like these lanterns. They're pretty cool, and I love the fact that the lanterns light up. Come on, Lego, you're off your game. If Alumabricks or / FunWhole is, they're giving, they're giving us sets like this for $40 that light up and do all sorts of things, and then you're giving us $40 sets that have a couple of Mandas in it and a part of a scene. You're not gonna last very long. I'm just saying. I got some of your builds. I love Lego. It's my first building bricks love, but I'm starting to kind of. Sorry, Lego. I'm starting to cheat on you a little bit. Let's see. I heard that they might be doing a slime blower. So I did start. I've got the nozzle to. I do have the nozzle to a slime blower. Here, let me enlarge that so you can see one. So I do have the nozzle to a slime blower, and that thing sits about that big around, right? And I started looking because I was going to print out pieces on Thingiverse and actually build it up with the hoses and stuff. And I started researching some of the hoses, the brass components and parts. And I mean, it's a build. There's some guys that are selling, they figured out how to build the forward handle where you can like pull back on the handle and it actually fires like silly string out. But they're selling the prints, like they're selling the components or the plans like $50 or so, and that doesn't include printing, it's just the plans. And the plans are set up for like a large bed printer. And so for me, I print through the city of Denton, so I print small things, and they have a certain level of what they can do, and then there's some things they can't. And when you go to print on a large scale and you go to a company to print, you get beautiful prints, don't get me wrong, but you're going to be spending quite a bit in there. And so for me, like I was like, well, I think if I was going to do the slime blower, because I'd love the idea of doing it to where you could like pull it back and shoot it and have the silly string shoot out. But there's a part of me that's like, for the cost, I might just print off the pieces on Thingiverse and just go with a basic look. And so, thinking about that, I've been working on like the actual blower part of the building, and I might still build that, but it's taking so long, and getting the tanks right, and then there's like the heat sinks on the back. There's a lot of parts to it, a lot of breathability pieces to it. But those slime blowers, when they're built correctly, and they look beautiful, and I could see Hasbro doing it as a HasLab. But I also know they don't want to cover the cost of that thing. The shipping on that, that would be something that prices up in the $475, $500 range. I could already see that off the top of my head how they would do that. All right, so it looks like we're adding some armrest to our seats in here. Man, this thing, I dig it. Oh, it's like a little couch. Beautiful little green couch. And looks like we've got a 2 up here and a 1. Alright, so that's going right on top of that. Simple enough. 2 of these. Looks like pow. That's pretty much all we got on that. And then looks like we're working on another seat, I have a feeling. So here we go. This is where I messed up last time, so I got to make sure I place things the right way this time. Got that, and then it looks like 2 of these darker brown ones. 1. Oh, there it is. 2. 1 and 2. Okay. So this goes on top. Yeah. And then we got 1, 2, and then we've got a couple of these. So we've got, almost dropped that. 1, 2, and then we got the little top triangulars. That's right. Oh, come on now. Right here. And right here. Okay, and then this guy right here looks like it goes look, it almost slides into place. Every time I start, because when I was doing the build for the deer crossing, look at that, genius. I was doing the build for the deer crossing, and one of the things I noticed is the engineering aspect of these particular builds for Lumabricks / FunWhole. I love FunWhole. I don't know why they're changing it to Lumabricks, because I misspell the Lumabricks every single time. FunWhole with the FO and the orange. It just makes things easier for me. Cuts down on the amount of spelling and legalese I've got to deal with. Alright, so here we go. We got 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 2 of these 1-bys. And it looks like we're putting this on top of that, and then capping. And we're going to do the same right here. Cap that, and then this goes right up here on the ends. 1 and 2. Right there. Okay. And then looks like we're staying here, but we're going to do our 2 windows and this part that goes across. We're on this side over here. Okay. So we don't have to worry about the wire on this side. The wire is up there, which I believe that is the writer. This is where the mail package is. And I think there's going to be a light inside as well, if I remember correctly. And this goes across the top. They must have it to where the hinge part is going to be the next one up. Okay. Now we're starting. Now that's looking more like a Stagecoach. Look at that. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're doing our printed parts. Printed, printed, and printed. We got 8 of them. Printed, 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 and printed. Okay, and then we got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Oh, yeah, totally, man. Some North Texas Ghostbuster bandanas would be dope. I'd love them. Bet you Chris would be all over. He'd be like, yeah. I'd love to have it to where it's like the North Texas Ghostbuster design, like over and over and over, so I could wear it across my neck, and I just have all the designs on there. Like I love that style where it's almost like embedded in like the paisley. That'd be so dope. All right. And I'm just making sure that I'm stacking these the right way, but it looks like I got them stacked the right way. We're gonna move over here, mosey on to the other side. We're gonna stack these. Again, I'm loving these printed bricks. That is boot scooting cool. I don't always, again, like just the fact that they got that, they're able to afford that and put out an affordable set. I love this company. You got my money for sure. I'll give you that. Alright, so back here on the back, looks like this is where we're putting our hinge for our letters. And then we'll put our pieces down here. Alright, and then we're on number 66. Order 66. Let's go kill some Jedi. Or not, and say we did. That's often, sometimes, like, I'm a teacher, I teach kids. I teach art, so I get the fun thing, and the kids are like, hey, let's throw some paint on it like Jackson Pollock. I'm like, yeah, sounds like fun. And I think about the consequences of cleaning up the room. I'm like, or, hear me out, we could say that we did and just move on with life and not have to worry about cleaning up the mess. Because I love my kids in school, even my own kid here, but cleanup and personal responsibility of property are not always in the game plan for what they should be doing. So sometimes I like to avoid that. I like to avoid it. Okay, let's see. At this point, I've got these wires here. I've got the lanterns wired up. I got those down. We got those beautifully printed doors. Now, we want to, they open, I think, this way, right? So, oh, they open up that way to the dry, nope. I was right. And they go this way. So they open to the back, like that. Beautifully done. Oh, again, printed pieces are my faves. That's, yeah, dude, look, that's becoming a Stagecoach. You got seating inside. Come on now. Come on. And I got this for like $24 on Amazon, which link for it is also in my link tree. I got my store there, so you can check it out there. Get yourself one. Help me out a little bit. Alright, got one. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, put this down here as well. Good times. Good times. That is what I love. I kind of wonder if these actually have windows. I think they might. I think they might have windows. That might be in bag 3. But I don't know. I'm going to trust the process here. I'm going to trust the process. Alright, we got over 69. No joking, boys. Now we're coming over to 70. And this looks like this is our... This, I believe, is our brake handle. Let's see if I can do it without breaking the handle. There was one time I was on an episode. We were doing, Jeff and I, we were doing the Talking Toys with Taylor and Jeff, and we were doing like some live videos, and I had just helped out this old company. I loved them. They were they did like, it was like a toy resale type shop, and I had helped them build their storefront, and was helping them like organize some things, and gave them like some fixtures and stuff. And then I helped them like identify some things here and there, and then they paid me kind of in store credit for things that I had, and then some friends gave me some store credit, and so I ended up buying almost the entire run of Kenner Aliens. And I had some as a kid, and I loved them, but I had like the KB exclusives that were kind of colored like them. I had missed on the actual line, and I dug them, so I got all these things, and I'm opening one of the toys. Kid you not, Jeff used to make these jokes about me breaking my toys. I open up the package, I'm showing off the toy, doing a quick review, and his arm breaks off right there on screen, and Jeff's like, see what I mean? I'm like, oh, come on. Out of all the times that I could have broken something, that was the time. So he never really let me live that one down. He got a full laugh for a very long time at my expense on that one. He did. And I mean, in all honesty, I gotta tell you, it didn't necessarily bother me. I could say, oh, it bothered me and all this. It didn't really bother me, because it's like, there's a certain truth about it, and I'm just gonna have to get over it. Oh wow, check it out. Okay, so we got a wanted poster, and it looks like some letters over here. Look at that. We got this tile that's got a little wanted poster, and there's letters, and oh, there's a letter with a heart on it. So it's like a little heart letter. Oh, I dig it. Okay, so here, 73. We'll move over here, and then these are going to go in the bottom. So we've got, based on their build, we'll do the letter, love letter, and then stack the other two letters. And these are just, I'm just going to put them in loosely, honestly. I'll put them in like that. And then we put the wanted poster on top, and then we'll close that. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't hit that and have them fall out. Especially on this floor in here right now, because it's a mess. I won't find them until I'm clean the entire floor. Okay, so we close that down. That is settled. Now it looks like we need package 3 and the rest of our it's like package 3 and the rest of our lighting kit. So far, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you again, look at this. That is a beautiful build so far. I dig this. That's the smoothness on the doors, the actual seats, the fact that these are going to be lighting up and they're printed. Oh, come on. bestow my heart. I'm loving the Stagecoach. Again, Lego, man, you really gonna have to get busy and really get yourself set up for your game here, because you're quickly missing out. Like, this is insane. This is good stuff. Alright, well, let's go back to that build, okay? So we're over here, got our build here, and we're going to be doing, we're on package 3. So 3, and then the rest of F. And we'll probably need these, but I'm going to keep them over there for right now. Look, we've got, looks like some extras. Our extras, we're going to take these guys, we're going to put them over here, in case we need them. Let's open up 3. Oh yeah, we're right on time, it looks like. I think I said about 2.5 hours. Looks like we're doing good. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so we're gonna spread this stuff out a little bit. Oh, no way, it's a little box. It's like a little lunchbox. A lunchbox, got a tote thing here. It's like a suitcase, these giant wagon wheels. Good stuff. Alright, so we're going to start over here at number 1. Now we got this piece here. So we got 1. We need 2 of these ladders. Looks like 2 of these these red ones. It's almost like vermilion's the color. Love that color. So we're going to put these 2 on the end. 1, 2, and then we're going to click these on. Kind of like that. That's pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. And, so we're going to flip this over. Okay. You know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to take, because I don't want to lose this, I'm going to put them over there. I got all my 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. I'm going to flip this over now, and then this thing clips in right here. Oh, looky there. I messed up, didn't I? Alright, so here, I'm going to pull this. I think this wire's got to come up right over here. And then I can put this down right over here. This is a bit of an odd move, but, you know, again, man, trust the process. Trust the process. Okay, and the wire, I think, is just going to stay down there for right now. I have a feeling we'll be putting probably those pieces, those little pieces on top of it, kind of to figure out, like, where that's going to go. Okay, here we go. So they do have us doing the battery. Okay. So the battery, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to scoot some of this over right here. The battery we're going to take and we're going to plug in. This one took me a minute last time. Take that guy right there. I don't have big, hulking, you know, good fingernails. I've got manly, oversized, you know, slap mittens. And these things they don't do well with small stuff. Okay, so I've got that plugged. And it looks like this is going to go... Well, hold on, yeah. It's like right over here, maybe? Some of this part of the build gets a little tricky. Okay, yeah, I see it. Ah, that was a good click. That was a good click. I loved it. Alright, so here we go. That's that part is settled, right? It's on there. It's done. We got our wire. We might be, we should, you know what? I'm not going to jump the gun. I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to put this guy over there for right now. And it looks like we got two of our wheels. Now, which wheels? Oh, the large wheel. We got the large wheel. We got two. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 of these bars. And we've got, let's see, what's that one? That's it. 1 and 2. And it looks like we're going to go that part into the wagon wheel. And then we've got this piece that goes on there. And then another one that goes on there. So we kind of got it like that. We're done. And we're doing that twice. Twice. 2 times. Okay. 1. Done. And let's see. 1 more. Boom. There we go. Okay. If the wheel rotation's not smooth, it might be too tight. Looks like both of them are pretty. That's pretty smooth. This thing will be racing along. Sounds like it has a coconut. It's ridiculous. If you've ever watched Monty Python, that's a ridiculous show. I love it. Well, I should say movie. Constantly, I'm constantly will get corrected because I will say show, and I get told like, no, that's a movie, baby. I'm like, yeah, no, but I guess I learned it from my dad. I've become like those insurance commercials. I've become my parents. It's a very, very scary thought. I love my parents. It's a very scary thought. Okay, I'm gonna click that on there. Very nice. I'm gonna set that over to the side, and then we're looking at our next piece. We've got this 1 bar. We've got this right here, and then 1 of these. Now I'm kind of interested to see how this is gonna go. So that clicks there, and then this goes finger top there. Nice. Okay. And then it looks like we will need 1, 2 of these. We'll need these small ones right here. 1, 2, and then 2 of these right here. Okay. Whew. This goes in here, the outside, and that goes on top, right? Yeah. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Here, it's on the outside, and goes there. Okay, and then we've got here, and there's one that actually looks like it's got a might be missing. I think I might actually be missing a piece. Let me go back 1. What I thought. I built something wrong again. Oh, Taylor. That goes there. And then this one should have this in it. Okay. Even with glasses, look at that. Even with glasses, and I'm still messing up. Alright, now we got our next set of wheels. 1, 2 spokes, 2 of these barrels, and looks like 2 of the small barrels this time. Okay. And then this will go right. Oh, okay, so this time we're going to put a barrel on the outside, a small barrel on the outside. And then we're going to put that in here, right? The convex goes to the inside. Yeah, and then this goes right up to there. Okay. Make sure it's loose. Woo! I don't want that messing up on me. So again, we'll put this in here. Drop it in there. And this one's hopefully, there we go. Okay, now it looks like this will go in here. This goes up, and then these will fit in there. It's a bit of this, I mean, again, trust in the process, but this feels like a bit of an awkward fit, in my opinion. In my opinion. But not everybody cares about my opinion. That's okay. There we go. So I think it goes like this. That looks more the parts of that front of that wagon. So, makes sense to me. And then it looks like this is going to be going over here. So this wire right here, I'll pull off to the side. And then this looks like it goes in the third spoke. 1, 2, 3. Boom. No way. Oh, no way. Here, I gotta check that out. Look. Oh, it's got turnability to it. Beautifully, beautifully, beautifully designed. FunWhole, you have exceeded my expectations yet again. And you do it so well. So we'll snap these here together. I have a feeling this is the yoke for the horses. At least I'm hoping it's the yoke for the horses. I'm ready to put my horses on here. We're getting so close to being done on this one. I'm enjoying it. Alright, let's see. Check over here and make sure I get... Yeah. Alright, so we're kind of moving on to 93. So we'll grab a horse here. And we're going to put... This one goes through. Wait, how does that work? No, wait, you gotta check this out. So look, this actually has an onboard engineering piece where you can hook your horse up that way. How cool is that? Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. We've got one more bar, one more of these pieces that goes right here on the end. And then this looks like will go right in here for the horse. Okay. Then we've got 1, 2 these pieces. This is the front of the stop. And I can't remember what this part is called on the bridle for the horse, where it's like, this is what, you know, keeps the horse from going too far over. It's kind of almost like a speed control when they start kicking that. It's like, hey, you know, slow down, bud. And I think it also attaches to the brakes, so it can like pull up to the chest and let them know, hey, it's time to stop. Along with the reins. Okay, here we go. We've got this right here, this horse. Pretty basic stuff. Beautifully done. We'll put. It's kind of weird putting like this through your horses though. That part seems a little like yikes. But it makes sense for the build. Like it really does. I'm going to put this here. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is good stuff. Okay. And Then we're going to attach this down here to this. Oh, very, 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 very cool. Okay, looks like we're starting on the top. We're kind of getting to an end here. It's been a while. I'm digging it. Okay, so we're going to punch this down. Looks like we got the next two here and here. It'll be a white roof. Now flip it over, and we need this piece right here. So this attached to here, and then this part right here will just snap right in the center. And I bet you that's a light right there. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Surprising. And just delightful. Just delightful. Okay, and then we've got these two pieces. Like we're building the insides of these so far. So we're going to go here. And one more right here. And then we'll clip these in. And then it's the tops. So we got 1, 2, and then 1. Flip it back over. Let's see, that one goes. Oh, looky there. So this goes in the center, right? So that's centered, and then these clip on like that. Alright. And now we've got these. We've got 1, 2, and then these right here. 4 of those. So we'll go 2 right here in the center. 1 and 2. And then we'll cap these off here and here. Here and here. Okay, and then we've got our green stuff over here. So I got this on metallics. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it looks like this is a handle. So that'll go there. This will go here. And that goes right here on the top. And you got this really, look at that. That's a cool suitcase right there. Got this cool suitcase. That's going to go right up here. And we got this box here. This is going to go right in here. This box right here. And we're going to put it. So we're going to turn it a little bit. I guess these are extras. So I'm going to throw those up in there. And then it looks like we're on our last thing right here with our ropes. Little ropes. Let's see what kind of ropes we got. Are they all the same size? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got one really long one. And 4. I have a feeling it's these right here. Okay, so this will go 1 here. And that goes across to this one on the other side. It's like a rope holding your luggage down. Might turn it a little more taut. It's a good word, taut. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So follow in the same direction. Like this time, we'll go ahead and turn them where they're a little bit more taut to begin with. There we go. Pretty basic, pretty simple. It's a good way to use those gridded pieces too. Like I dig that. Okay. Looks like it goes up here with And you want to make sure, right. Oh, look, I did it backwards. That's okay. Look, I'll move some pieces real fast. That won't take very long. That goes there. This goes up here like that. Put a rope over the top. I can't believe I put it on there backwards. And then we'll put this up here. Because you want this part right here, this electronic part, to line up with this electronic part right there. So that would snap into place, right? This might be the difficult part. And for me, because I don't have a very good table here. There we go. And then let's put that back on that third. I'm not sure that's how. I need to go back and check that because I have a feeling. Let's see. Yeah, it says to use that one. Okay. Well, I mean, it is done. It's there. I might switch it out with another piece that makes it a little bit easier to snap and hold into place. Because I mean, granted, like if you wanted to rip off the front axle and have an accident, that would make sense. But for me, I kind of don't want it breaking off. So I might change that up a little bit later. We've got these little pieces here that click from here to the sides of the horse to their harness. And we might need to push the horses back a little bit. There we go. I'll push that brake out of the way. I might need this bad boy right here. You know what? Sometimes when you gotta take a part apart in order to get another part on, you gotta do what you gotta do. Use big hands. Okay, and that goes on there, and then we'll pop that brake back into place. Excellent. And then we've got our long rope here, and that's gonna go. Let's see. So that goes up around. It goes actually up around the horses up here. And this goes all the way back. And these are the actual reins for the driver. So we'll clip those reins into place. We'll leave a little bit of room so that way he can grab them. Our Chris Pratt character. My goodness, look at that. That is a beautiful build. I'm going to come over here real quick. I'm going to take the batteries out of this one. Let's turn that over on its side so you can admire just how nice that is. That is a cool piece. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Matter of fact, I'm probably at some point I might be running over and grabbing some more batteries. I'd like to see how these sets look together. So they take those CR 2032 watch batteries. I'm gonna do this as well. I'm gonna take this guy right here. I'm gonna bring this wire over. I'm gonna add a wire holder right here. And that doesn't hinder anything, and that keeps that wire from, I don't want it to snag on something and break. You know what I mean? You know, my wife makes fun of me about it, but I have been watching Quigley Down Under. Had to. Oh, hey, nice. I'm glad you're back. I was gonna say I've been watching Quigley Down Under recently. It's on Tubi. It's Henry Salick, Magnum PI, and I absolutely love that show. But I didn't realize that the soundtrack that I enjoy so much was also the guy who did the soundtrack for Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer, both of which I love both those films equally. Okay, don't get me wrong, equally, I love them. But he also, I didn't realize, also did the soundtrack for RoboCop, and so I was quite surprised, and I was like, I can definitely hear it now. He was definitely a very underrated orchestrator, in my opinion. Really, really, really cool guy. Okay, so I'm going to put my extras in here. I did end up with some extras, which that's a normal, everyday thing. So we've got our Old West here. They've got a feedback page, so I would love to go to FunWhole and give them feedback on this incredible, super cool Stagecoach. I dig this one quite a bit. I'm going to put these letters in here. I'm going to kind of snap them down this time. I just don't want them, I think for me, I don't necessarily want them flying up, especially with all the stuff I was doing to move them around. Again, the fact that we got a little wanted poster, that is super cool. I dig it. And we'll put our Chris Pratt Western Man right up there. Yeah, that's some cool stuff. I mean, the fact, look, this thing turns. You've got the horses that can move. You've got it all squared away. This thing is, that's something else. That's very cool. So, right here, I'm going to bring it up from here. We're going to look at it. And that's nice. It's got the Western Hawk PO. Remember, these horses, their heads actually lift up and down. They can kick up. This thing turns and rotates. I can see why they put on the spoke instead of the pin. That's because it's all held on by the strings. You've got the lanterns that light up, including the light on the inside. Let's open that door. You've got the coach area with for the seats. And actually, let's look, because let's see. Let's get out one of my mill blocks, guys. Let's take Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp. And I'm gonna take their guns out of their hands for right now. And I'm gonna say, let's take Wyatt Earp. And let's put Wyatt Earp in here. Let's see, I might have to open both doors and do it that way. Yeah. They fit. They fit. Look at that. See him in there? He fits. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And the fact that you've got that, if you kick up the floorboard here, remember you can, here, let's get Wyatt Earp out. You can take off the top as needed, I'm sure. But you've got the gold and the coins in there, and then you put that carpeting back down so that way they don't see it. Yeah, that's a cool piece. You've got the opening back with the letters, the wanted poster. You've got the wheels, the front turns. You've got the seating up here. You've got the roof rack with all the stuff on there. I mean, it's impressive. It doesn't have any windows. I don't really have windows, but like it's pegged, so if you do ever get window pieces from them, you can always put them in there. But that is, I love this set. This was worth it. And again, I've got that link in my link tree if you want to go and and pick it up there and help me out, you can. I dig the set a lot. It's a cool set. Here, let me shake out the stuff on the inside. As a reminder, it's that one right there. It's a FunWhole, and it's in the LinkedIn set. I've got it in my store there, which it's Amazon, but it helps me get a kickback as well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Travis, so you said that you're going to put a camel pack in your costume. So you've got that giant space marine alien one. So when I did Zuckuss and when I did the Tusken Raider, I had managed to put the camel pack under my suit. And I've got kind of a slimline one, so I was able to run the tube up into like my helmet, up through like my. So I have like a gaiter that I wear, so it's up to the gaiter, and I can put it in my mouth. I have the helmet on, and it is probably the most quintessential thing in cosplay that you could do, because it's thirsty, drinking right there. Hey, I'm not sweating now. Drink some water, because those things get so hot. You got to remember, it's like that foam, that urethane foam or whatever that big crafting foam is. It doesn't breathe. So, to poke holes and put fans in, and you get that heavy fabric and stuff over time, and it's like, it looks good, but it is hot. It is hot, and it's very unforgiving. Very unforgiving. So yeah, no, the camel pack, it most priceless. I had one a long time ago, way before I was doing cosplay. I would hike and stuff, and I had one then, and it was more like a backpack that had the camel pack part in it. And then for like a anniversary, my wife got me the very slim one. I can't remember where she got it or the brand, but it's very slim, and it kind of just fits to my frame, and it's slender and everything. And that thing has been a lifesaver. I pull it out whenever I do heavy cosplays. That's the one that I wear, and I can run the tube up through it and fill it up. And I fill it up with like ice water. Like, I'll fill it up with water, put it in the fridge the night before, and so it's nice and cold, and so I pack it in and zip it up, and it holds temperature. Like, the pack doesn't like breathe that well inside the pack, so it holds the temperature for a very long time. And so you're drinking water for hours that's still cold, and so it kind of like, when it hits your body, it kind of gets you a nice cool down. You're like, I could wear this thing all day, until you're breathing hot air and you're like, I need to take this thing off or figure out a new venting system. So I found with cosplay, no matter what, it's you take it out small cons, take it to a big con, you learn about all the things that you need to fix, and then you fix it, and then next time you try it again. And so it's constantly like redoing and rebuilding. Unlike this set that has the stuff already pre-built and pre-done and all that. Yeah, so looking at, looking at some of the other sets, like they have a train station, an old sheriff's office. I might have to, there's a Western Saloon, an Old West freight train, the sheriff's office. I might, honestly, there's a part of me that's like, I kind of want to look at the sheriff's office. It's tall. It's really cool. Here, I'll show you. Like, here, I hadn't seen it. There's a mining one that I think I put in my store that I'm wanting to grab, and it's got like a mining cart and stuff like that on there. There's that one. There's another roadside one. It's got a cowboy in a truck, and it's got like some neon signs. So you think about heading into Vegas, sort of thing. I like theming some of these together, and actually, it's interesting enough. So with the deer crossing, they had, I dropped my deer. So the deer crossing, they had this, right? And it's kind of southwest, and they've got this deer that goes on it. And technically this, even though it has a car, this and this would pair up nicely. You can drive past. Woo! So if you're taking pictures or wanting to do like Lego photo sunset sort of desert sunset, calendar background, and you want to take a photo of it, that would be like a really cool background piece to put back there for like toy photography. So I could definitely see kind of get behind that, for sure. Again, this is down in my link tree. My link tree is, of course, where is it? Right here, TayRayGun. So you can just look me up there, and be sure to get get one of these sets and help us out. We love that. Small first time streaming here on Twitch, so I'm hoping that you all enjoyed it. I'd like to do it again. I'm gonna start getting my schedule set, and I'll be doing more builds, and then might slip in another day for like some toy openings, things like that. You know what I mean? All right. Well, I'm gonna stop this one for YouTube,